Hey, we should
Hi.
switch our names around.
All these words of wisdom I've been imparting, and my mic was muted. Hi.
Who said that?
Oh no,
Yeah,
not
what?
again.
Oh,
I didn't see
This
anybody's
is-
lips move.
hello. Hi.
Steve ventriloquist act.
Steve whoops, he's gone. It's just you and I now.
Bye, Steve.
Or is it you and me?
Hi.
Hey, okay, he returned.
Great to see everyone here, and the ones I can't see. I know you're out there. It's still great. Hi. I'm Steve.
I'm Sam.
I'm not Sam. He's Sam. There's Sam.
Hello, hello, hello. Do Tom. Yeah.
And he's calm. We're here to talk about, important things like cybersecurity and secure cyber stuff.
Dogs and cats.
Dogs and cats, risk management, managing risky cats and dogs.
Yes, I have scars, but that's another story. It's a risky cat.
Yeah. As compared to a frisky cat. We could get way off topic there.
As
Hey,
often
what are
do.
we? This is like a serious show. What are we talking about?
I'm getting these mysterious instructions to move in weird ways.
Yeah,
I don't.
I'm
There we
not.
go. Are coconuts lined up?
Our coconuts.
There we go.
What kind of a swallow is carrying our coconuts? Wow. Okay. There we are, all looking pretty. Now we need to start talking about something witty.
Cybersecurity. That's what we do all day, even on Friday.
Even on the weekends. Hey,
Well, half of
Hey, there's
Friday.
words.
you guys know
There are words on the screen.
there are how AI-powered attacks and rapidly exploited vulnerabilities are changing enterprise risk. And the coconuts are in line. Well, I would say how they are is it's always been a risk because you're targeted, but it's easier now.
This is an equilateral coconut configuration.
Yeah, it's so much easier for the bad guy because they don't have to be a super duper expert. The AI is.
Wait, was there something else you were saying?
Yeah,
Before
talking about risk from AI.
No, before the mysterious words popped up.
something about coconuts.
Oh, okay.
That would hurt.
Ow, ow.
Anyway, last week we were talking about
Yes,
this Jade something about a AI that did a ransomware attack. And
Yeah.
it obviously had a human driving it a little bit, but it was also obvious that the LLM was self-narrating and hallucinating things like the recovery key. You couldn't really have
And the crypto wallet, right?
Couldn't really have got their stuff back.
He said, if you want us to stop hacking you or whatever it said, send your money here to this crypto address, and that it was wrong.
Yeah.
Or at least it was an address that's used by a lot of other AI created stuff about crypto.
It's all just one guy.
Yeah.
Ransomware is all one guy. That's
all
the
one
secret.
guy you're sending your money to. No, unfortunately, it's not. And as AI makes it easier, AI just makes it easier for the bad guys. It does make it easier for the good guys.
Well, good guys have AI too.
Right. But do the good guys even know what to tell the AI?
Okay, hang on. So bad guy, pretty honest. Bad guy uses AI, builds ransomware attack, totally flubs everything. Everything's borked. The key is borked. The crypto wallet's borked. And now you want to take AI and you want to use it for defense?
I
No.
think it's harder.
I don't want to do that. I think that it's more important to know your totally lost that. It's more important to know what you're defending, to know what your network looks like, to know what something wrong looks like. And AI can't really help with that.
No.
It's yours. You own it.
In fact, so I was talking to some senior scientist folks at an unnamed ginormous network company a number of years ago, and they were trying to use machine learning. So I'll talk about machine learning, which is the heart of oh my gosh, which is at the heart of LLMs. It's what people call AI now. It's not really AI, but that's what they call it. And they were lamenting the fact that they could not train their machine learning systems to defend or they weren't worried about security as much as they were worried about network management and things like quality of service of the packet delivery and such. So they were lamenting the fact that they couldn't get any good training. They couldn't train a machine learning system to do anything useful because everything is so crazy and everything changes over time, and there's just way too many variables and yeah.
But how that's changed, hasn't it? Because now we have infrastructure as code.
No, it hasn't changed. It has not changed.
And since we have infrastructure as code, we have stuff we can feed to the AI to learn from.
As being one who swims in those bits, I can tell you it's chaos on the networks.
Well,
and so there's no machine learning that's going to get anything out of that.
What you need is a tool that brings order to chaos. I think I've seen something like that.
Yes, it's like a cookie cutter. You have just dough and you put down the cookie cutter and out pops like a Christmas tree or a pumpkin.
Yeah, that's the problem though. Cookie cutters
don't
works because every network is different.
They are.
And in fact, every moment the network changes from what it was a moment ago. So you have to kind of get a feel for the patterns, for the shape, for the flow of communication.
But I tell you what, LLMs / modern AI is good for. It's good for introducing chaos and destruction.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it'll encrypt all your stuff and tell you the wrong key to decrypt it.
It's good for turning it. What is it? Netflix called something Chaos Monkeys, I think. They wrote this code that would just randomly shut down their servers, and they did this to improve resiliency.
Yeah.
So, hey,
did the Chaos Monkeys escape into the wild?
I don't think so.
Oh, good, because it sure acts like they have.
Yeah, I've heard something like that before. It was agents, you had to install them on each system, and it can randomly do any kinds of stuff like fill up your hard drive or blast you 100% utilization on your CPU and do all kinds of crazy stuff just to test and make sure that your what you think is going to happen will actually happen if you have warm standbys or what do you think will happen, how resilient you can be.
Cool.
Yeah, fun
So
stuff.
How many businesses that don't have IT departments would be willing to turn that loose on their machines?
Zero.
All it would do is break them.
Yeah.
You do need to have a bit of a process on hand beforehand before you try and test your resiliency, or it just breaks you.
Yep. You're frozen again.
It's just cold here. That's a great picture. Yeah.
It has a tail. I see it has a tail, so we know it's a monkey.
That's a second monkey's elbow.
Is it?
We can't tell.
Oh, what's happening?
Oh, yeah, it's a tail.
It's a tail. It has a tail. It's a monkey.
You are good at extrapolating from minimal information.
Yeah.
Or it could have been a bear.
So what can the average small business owner who doesn't have an IT team do, especially with all of this AI making things easier for the bad guys?
Well, I mean, it seems like there's like several different jobs, but if you only have a few people, they kind of get rolled into one job, right?
Yeah, the computer guy.
Okay, computer guy, right? IT. And then you got network admin, right? And then you got cybersecurity.
Okay.
Well,
those aren't all the same thing.
Oh, I don't know. I'm just making it up off the top of my head right now.
Oh,
they are sort of. But go ahead. Make it up.
Okay. Well, I mean, that's not what their business does. Their business does something like ship coffee or make car parts, or they're doing business stuff.
Yeah,
and
something to make money. And
right.
Usually the computer is just a cost.
Yeah. Just
something necessary that they have to use as a tool, and it's just a cost, and it doesn't directly relate to them making money. So
at a certain point, they say, oh, man, a lot of our employees are getting locked out of their emails every day. We need an IT guy. We need to fix our computers all the time to warrant hiring right?
I don't know. Do they? I mean, supposedly Microsoft keeps coming out with newer, greater stuff. They put the AI right on the desktop.
I'm so glad Windows is all fixed up and bug free now.
Yes. And for a minute there, it looked like they were going to start recording your desktop and keeping a trail of everything that you did so you could go back and undo and recover. And that went by the wayside pretty quick. Turns out people don't want to be spied on like that.
Yeah, it's like flock cameras for Windows.
But that was a big thing there for a couple of months. What do people do?
I think, so Mac did, or Apple did that with Macs with Time Machine.
Yeah.
But that's more like version control of files. That's not like taking screenshots of your desktop, etc. Did we lose Sam? Is Sam?
Oh, we might have.
Oh,
there he is.
He's back.
Okay.
I float around as I'm needed.
Okay.
They're taking pictures of our TV every few seconds and sending them back somewhere to see, so they know what we're watching. You heard about that, right?
What?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, some TVs. Yeah, I don't get those TVs. Hey, in fact, that goes back to the whole small business thing. So I think if you're a small business, it's going to sound horrible, and it's like, but stay away from technology.
As much as you can.
Yeah. So the idea has been, I remember the time before computers and everything was paper and pencil and typewriters and filing cabinets and rotary phones, all the good things in life. And computers brought spreadsheets and word processing. Those are the two big ones. And then later databases to small businesses so that they could do the digital transformation. So instead of keeping everything on paper, you could have it digitally. And that meant you could search through it, you could sort it, you could print derivative reports of it. And that's all great, right? But then they kept taking a step further. And now you look out there and there's like a million different web services. And they're like, oh, that looks like that little web service will help me. And so I'll subscribe to that one and I'll get that one and I'll get the streaming service and I'll get that. And that creates chaos, right?
Yeah.
When you just randomly, willy-nilly just start grabbing all the shinies off the internet and putting them all together. Yeah, so stay away from technology.
Woo! So not only is everything that you have or use increasing your attack surface total, right? But you're also like increasing the number of upstream, places that vulnerabilities can come from.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. Supply chain attacks type of event.
You're sharing your insides with the outside, right? So when you connect to all these things, or you have these tight links to other places, and they have access to your equipment, or you have access to their equipment to the internet, that means you're not just at risk of you being attacked, compromised, scammed, conned, whatever, but if they get attacked or break or whatever, then you pay the price.
Yeah. You're taking on all of their risk. It's not reducing your risk at all. It's adding their risk to your risk.
Yes.
And quite often it's not worth whatever benefit you got out of it. It was just a shiny toy type of a purchase.
Yeah. So is it worth it? Is it worth to have all these interconnected things? Everybody so what I've seen, this is just my perspective, my 2 cents, is everybody thinks, oh, but it's worth it for the convenience. It's worth it for the extra things. It's worth it until something bad happens. And then they're just like ruined. And, that kind of sucks. People don't like that when that happens.
The whole study of risk management. You guys have heard about the black swan theory?
Mm-hmm.
No, tell me.
So in risk management, there's this idea that you can predict a lot of the things that can go wrong, but you can't predict things that you've never seen before or never heard of. I think the example is that you can predict how many white swans you will see because you know how often swans appear, but all of a sudden a black swan appears and it was totally out of your thought that it was even possible for that to appear. It's kind of like a sudden earthquake or volcano or a stock market crash, or just something that you didn't see coming that was totally unplanned for, and it can change everything about the context of your business, about the reality that you're living in. Thank you for bringing this up. A black swan is an unpredictable event that is beyond what is normally expected of a situation, and it has potentially severe consequences. And there's this author called, I think it's Nassim Taleb or something like that. He wrote this book, Anti-Fragile, and it's talking about how businesses that are built to be resilient in chaos are actually tend to expand, become more successful during black swan events. Because it's resilient. It's not just something that relies on everything staying the way it always has been. Because that's one of the things we're seeing with AI, and the bad guys using it to break in. Things do not stay the same they always have been. Just because you haven't been hacked yet doesn't mean you won't be hacked next.
Yep. Here's so black swan events happen. They're guaranteed, right? They're guaranteed to happen. That's the first thing everyone's got to understand. It's not like it might happen. It will happen. It's just when and to whom and how big's the blast radius. But the AI, I was thinking about, like you're talking about the people with AI attacks, and why are AI attacks scary, or perhaps what is the additional risk introduced by AI attacks? And risk could be increase of probability or increase of consequences, right? But think about the AI companies. So we have I'll just name two big ones, Anthropic and OpenAI. Neither one of these we could sit back and say is a very profitable or a profitable at all company,
Yeah.
right? They are struggling. They truly are struggling. They've got this really, really interesting technology. They're racing ahead with it. And so they both have chat services that they offer users, and they both have what I'll call programming assistance services that they offer to users. And it's cheap. It's very cheap to use these services, relatively speaking. So when a bad guy goes and attacks somebody with AI generated ransomware attack, let's say it was planned out and all the things were, it what that bad guy is doing, what that adversary is doing, is they're leveraging the losses that are being incurred by Anthropic and Open AI, meaning that they are running these massive supercomputing clusters, lots of graphics cards, basically, and and they're giving it to people way below cost. And so when someone uses AI to break into your stuff or do anything, they're being subsidized by the big companies, by OpenAI, by Anthropic. And then there's these big circular paths of funding where they're being subsidized by NVIDIA, and then Samsung comes in there because of chip prices and memory and all that. So it's AI is not inherently dangerous. It's simply being subsidized. It's a compute that's being subsidized by other people, so that to launch this attack, you would have to have a lot of people do a lot of work to do something. But here you've got some company, like to do the work for you.
Yeah. And it's not just that it's cheaper to do the work, it's also that knowledge that isn't available to your average person is all of a sudden available because of the AI and the way that it has brought the whole internet down to where it can be queried. I love how you say that the AI is just like a search engine that has compressed the internet.
And violated copyright law, I might add, to do that, right? So they've copied all the things that you're not allowed to copy.
Yeah. And so the AI has all that information, and it makes it very cheap in terms of effort to figure things out. I mean, AI has found a whole bunch of exploits that people have not found until AI, because it just takes time to go through code. It takes time to understand why something could cause a problem. It takes time and expertise that most people don't have. And the AI has made it possible to really quickly find those kind of things. Interesting question here. Does democratizing knowledge eventually democratize cyber attacks too?
I think they've always been democratized.
Yeah.
Always. I mean, I think way back, I started hacking back in the last century, in the 80s. And
clear back in the 1900s.
Back in my days.
In the mid 1900s.
Yeah. And I mean, it's a meritocracy, basically. It's a true meritocracy, and anybody could jump into it. And it doesn't take much. It just takes effort. It takes time. It takes dedication. And modern systems, people just copy code from someone else and run it, and that's your archetypal, your script kiddie. Script kiddie. So anyone who goes to an AI system, ChatGPT, Codex, Claude Code, whatever, and says, make me a ransomware campaign, or a local, it could be local too, but they're just copying what somebody else has done without understanding what's going on and hoping it works. And
well, that's all any vibe coding is, isn't it? It's just copying what somebody else has done, not really understanding it, hoping that it works. When it seems to work, then you say, okay, that piece is done, and you slap another piece on it, doing the same kind of thing. Yeah. You're just going by your vibes, man.
Vibe.
You get something out there that kind of seems to work until it hits. It doesn't even take a black swan to take things like that down. It just
today, today, let's coin a new term that the whole
Okay.
world, it's going to take the world by storm. You ready? Vibe crime.
A vibe crime.
Vibe crime. Hey, man, what you doing on Friday? I'm doing some vibe crime.
So vibe cyber crime, using an LLM to commit a crime. You
Well,
don't
once
really
we have
know what you're doing.
robots,
Oh, that's
once we have
true.
robots, it's going to be
Yeah.
everywhere, you know?
We need a counter campaign about how vibe crime is lame.
Yeah. Just say no to vibe crime.
Yeah, exactly.
Vibe crime, you're just showing off your ignorance.
Well, since we're keeping up with the news,
Are we?
we're always
I thought
thinking
we left
about
it long
the
behind.
future. There's a new exploit just came out, and then we had to patch it, and then another new thing came out, and we're worried about like all this innovation and stuff. But what Tom had a great point was about how the AI is just like it can just speed up the things that are already known, because it's not like all these companies out there are keeping up with their updates and their versions, right? So, I mean, you can I can see a lot of successful attacks happening, and it's not the newest, latest,
Yeah.
type of cyber attack. It can be just a faster way, a more people can have access to it now because of the AI, and so it can be something old that's now more out there and faster.
Yeah, one of the patterns used is to determine what version of software the target is running, and then go and look up what vulnerabilities that version of software is known to have, and then chain it all together. So once you determine the various types of software and versions of it that any particular target is using, then you can very easily go to the catalog of vulnerabilities, and there's one put out by CISA. We had a link to that, I thought.
Yeah, well, that's what AI loves, is to have a bunch of data that it trains itself on. Mm-hmm. And so it's a great idea is if we kind of like documented all of these known vulnerabilities and like how they work exactly
how to
like, grab all that data. Oh man, cool.
Yeah, they come to the proof of concept, which is code showing exactly how to hit that vulnerability, and the AI can just put it all together.
Exploit DB, that's what it is. It's all right there, man. Exploit
vibe
DB.
crime.
Yeah. Call out to the audience. Anyone out there with who can tag things with vibe crime? I would say use sidewalk chalk so it's environmentally friendly and not illegal. But other than that, we'll start a tagging campaign.
Yeah, just say no to vibe crime.
Sweet.
Vibe crime does not pay.
Because they get the address wrong.
Yeah, our first example of vibe crime that's in the news, and it's the wrong passphrase to decode, the wrong Bitcoin address to send money to. Everything's wrong.
But it's good for lulz.
Interesting. So we think that if you have an attacker, then we have the solution is some kind of technological configuration or some kind of monitoring or some kind of positioning our technology to stop the attack or to counter it or something, when really the real solution is to convince them that hacking is bad, and we can do a cultural win instead of a technological win.
Well, yeah, that's a good idea, because with an arms race, if you're in an arms race and the other side has chaos on their side and you're trying to make everything orderly, that's hard. It's hard. It takes effort to bring order to chaos, and the side with chaos is usually going to win an arms race. So yeah, if you can convince people that crime is bad, well, that would solve a lot of problems.
Wow,
that would be great.
Just go around it, solve it like that. Yeah. Why are they doing the cybercrime?
Why were they doing the ransomware?
Yeah.
Just for lulz, probably, because they sure didn't make any money off it. Was it just vandalism at that point? I think
proof of concept.
Yeah.
some beer
Well, I
on
think
a
it's for money
Friday.
too, right? A lot of for money
Yeah. So,
to impress somebody.
yeah. Oh, real impressive. Look, you can break something. Almost anyone can do that. In
Yeah.
fact,
Mm.
it would be. I love this comment. Vibe crime, getting legal and tax advice from an LLM when the database it was built on is horribly out of date. So does that
Yeah.
mean it's a vibe crime if the LLM told you something wrong?
No, it's when they come after you because you did the wrong thing based on the bad advice.
Yeah.
Hey,
Okay.
here's two more cents for the small medium businesses about, I'm like, get away from technology. What I think the most what they should do here, I'll give advice because the advice is so important.
Follow it. And then when it
Be
goes wrong, sue Tom.
what? Be
This
orderly.
isn't advice. This is just
Be
entertainment.
orderly. So many companies, and this is like across the board, are filled with chaos. They're filled with seat of the pants. They're filled with um, they you lose things, right? You don't want to be in an environment where you lose things and you don't know things. And it's hard. And the more things you're juggling in your business, the harder it is to keep track of where everything is. Who is that person we were talking to? I'll give an example. There's an old con where you've got a company running and somebody calls them up on the phone and says, you owe us 10,000 for the paper that you ordered, or they'll just send them paper and then send them an invoice, right? Like stack reams of paper, and nobody ordered it, but nobody knows, right? Because they don't have good tracking and stuff.
Yeah.
So just knowing so you don't get these, when you get these messages out of the blue, for example, emails, or you see weird behavior in your computer, you need to understand where it came from. Who is this? And you don't do that after the fact. You don't respond to it. You have to have everything in order in advance. You have to have a nice, orderly run company where you've got good procedures and you're like, I know who we're talking to. I know who our account executive is, blah, blah. Anyways, there's my
I've got it.
extra
I've got it. Okay,
I
so
think that's good
humans
advice.
are like APIs that don't do input validation.
Okay. Sounds good to me.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Got it.
What's
Nailed
what's
it.
that?
Say it again.
Humans are APIs that don't do input validation.
Most humans. There are some exceptional humans that do.
Yes. And they stand up to you when you say something and they're like, what? Those words did not make sense in that order.
Yeah.
Whereas the rest of us normal people are just like, oh yeah, I know exactly what he's talking about, and moves on with it.
Well, what's our next story?
Do we have a story? Mary had a little lamb,
Its fleece was white as snow.
and
Okay.
everywhere that Mary went,
The damn lamb had to go.
and now we're eating mutton. Wait, no, that would be lamb.
Now we're eating lamb.
Yes.
The hidden security blind spots
spots
created
bet-
by
trusted platforms.
Yeah.
Remote. Come on, say it with me.
management.
Remote
Blah,
management
blah, 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 blah,
and
blah.
critical infrastructure.
I can't find them. They're hidden.
They're hidden. They're blind. Whenever we think we know everything, you're wrong.
Spot's a
We're
dog. Blind Spot's a dog that can't see. We could parse this.
Hidden security. So security, that means like a lock, like a padlock. So did Spot drop a padlock and dig a hole and drop it in and cover it up, and now he can't find it?
So
Spot
hidden blind spot. What's a hidden blind spot? A blind spot that you can't see?
It's a hidden blind spot. Wait, a hidden security blind spot. It's an invisible door. It's an invisibly unlocked pass through it wall by trusted platform.
Yeah, I don't know. I would say everything's hackable.
Yeah.
So, in fact, what was the RMM that was just compromised?
Oh, it was. I had that right in front of me. It was Simple Help.
Simple Help.
Simple
Right.
Help authentication bypass.
Let's like the IT gurus, your IT management guys come into your computer remotely and help you with stuff like, help, I can't get my printer to work. Well, let me log into your computer that class of tool is called RMM. It's used by guys that manage IT stuff remotely, and it's an open door from your computer to the world. And what happened?
Oh, they found that anyone could break in and let's see. So they just the attacker can create a new account and log in without valid credentials. So once inside, of course, the attacker has elevated privileges, access to everything, and then they can go on to use your computer to hack others, to deploy ransomware, to
search your
files, steal your data, whatever.
Connect to your bank, whatever.
And Simple Help is an RMM, a remote management manager. I don't know what RMM stands for. Monitoring and management, remote monitoring and management. And there's lots of these, and most of them are doing their best to be secure, but everything has holes.
Yep.
The more cool things you have on your computer, the more likely it is that you have a hole.
I mean, look at SolarWinds. So Simple Help had no chance if SolarWinds could be hacked. And SolarWinds is used by tons of MSPs, managed service providers, to manage computers for clients, and it gives them all the info and control that they need to control the computers. And SolarWinds was compromised by a really elaborate supply chain attack. But the fact that even SolarWinds was hacked, something like Simple Help, these guys have no chance. So this goes back to you have to expect bad, and what Steve was saying earlier about the people that are successful, the companies, the organizations, entities that are successful are the ones that accept the fact that you will have bad events, and you plan for how to recover from these bad events. And you don't just let things go. You don't just put on blinders and say, I hope nothing happens.
They don't react to the chaos. They proact.
They culture it. They
don't culture the chaos. They culture order.
Oh, what does?
They get ready for it.
Oh, okay.
Companies who are successful.
Oh, successful ones. Yeah, successful ones engender order and try to make things.
But part of that is being ready for the chaos.
They don't accept uncertainty in their infrastructure. Right? Successful companies do not tolerate uncertainty in their infrastructure.
So
imagine if your bank rolled dice every day, and if it was a 7, then you got access to your bank account. If it was not, then you didn't. How could you run a business?
I'd be giving them some loaded dice.
Yeah. Hey, one called LinkedIn user says they were mailed fake UPS money orders. Could you send us some? We're running low, and
on our fake money orders.
Yeah. We need extras.
Yeah, they just want us to cash it for them, and we get to keep like 30% just for doing that simple service.
Okay. Yeah, well, I was thinking about how everything is hackable, right? It's just a matter of time. And Tom doesn't like it when I say this, but there's a certain amount of feasible. Like it takes a certain, okay, so your passwords and your security defenses, they're all hackable given enough time or compute power. right? Resources.
Yes.
And so as time moves on, our computers are all becoming faster and can do more stuff.
Yep.
And, right? Okay. So eventually they'll get to the point where we have enough compute power to crack these encryptions, right, that we have now.
We think this is hypothetical, but it's not guaranteed.
It's hypothetical, but so far it's been proven correct.
Everything eventually is hackable. So now that makes me think that all of our computers and computer systems are perishable.
Yes.
And that makes me think of them as
true.
food.
Food?
So you want to throw away your moldy computer system.
It's like
before
eating sand.
Well, a computer is full of chips, and I do like to eat chips. So
sandy chips. Yes.
Silicon chips.
You can embrace the fact that nothing lasts forever.
I'm still waiting for the part
we have them.
Which part do I don't like? I'm still waiting for that part.
Oh, about what's feasible or not.
What?
Well, there's quantum computing that's starting to come out, and that makes a lot of this stuff quickly hackable.
I would say that something is secure, mostly secure now, because it's not feasible for somebody to hack it given the compute powers of the time
required. Yeah.
So I can say something about that. Okay. So you were talking about encryption, really, sort of in a tangential way. Information goes moldy. So whatever information you're protecting eventually becomes unusable. And so when you protect that information, you want to use whatever strength of protection is required to more or less prevent someone from getting into it before it goes moldy.
So your encryption, if it takes 10 years to hack, but your information expires in 5 years and goes moldy, then it's okay?
Yes,
your
absolutely.
100%.
100%. Yep.
That makes sense.
Shelf life.
Yes.
The shelf life. Okay.
Yes. And then the problem with, you're talking about moldy computers and stuff, with small, medium businesses is they don't refresh their infrastructure.
Yeah.
Right. Because they don't see that as an expense. It's hard to justify that expense. And so their stuff becomes easier and easier to get through, but their information, but they keep putting new information in it.
Yeah.
So, it's like the wrapper goes bad and
there's plenty of businesses and households even that are hacked, not because they have any particular value in themselves. They're just used as part of a big botnet. They're just used as part of I can't find the word I'm looking for. But basically, you don't have to have they're
conscripted.
Conscripted. You don't have to have valuable information for your stuff, your internet connection, to be of value to a bad guy. And in fact, just last week in the news, it was talking about a huge botnet that the FBI took down that was based on smart TVs.
Yeah. It's not a good idea to think like, oh, what's the hacker going to do? Look at my beach pictures? No, just the fact that you have some hardware, you have an asset, which in itself is compute power, and that's something that they can control and use against good people.
Yep.
They're going to use it to hack into a hospital and turn off the life support for everyone.
Yeah.
That's what they're going to do.
Can we get the hackers to hack the other hackers?
Yeah, they do that.
That does that. Yeah, that's the thing.
You also get a company that comes out and it's in the news because they've had ransomware or something, and other hackers say, oh, there's a soft target, and they get hit again.
Oh, no.
And again. Yeah, it happens. It happens.
I think it's good to learn from your mistakes, or even better, learn from other people's mistakes. Or even better, learn from the CTF puzzles on our website.
Yes. Capture the Flag teaches you good skills when it comes to
crime.
Crime?
Vibe crime.
Life, death.
And
I don't know.
taxes.
What are we trying to help people do here?
Think.
Stay safe online?
Think. Just think.
Oh, someone's looking forward to future guests on our show. I guess none of us is good enough.
I'd like to announce today that we've been fired and we're going to be replaced by some AI agents that will talk in our stead.
That's okay. I'm not AI.
Britney
See,
Spears
I can hold up
or
3
something.
fingers.
I don't know.
I can even do it twice in a row. 3 fingers. I am
That
not
was
AI.
3? Wait, what?
3 fingers.
How many R's are in
fingers.
strawberry?
Strawberry?
The CTF challenge from last week. Then I might give everybody at home a hint.
Okay, cool. We like hints. We're lazy.
If you go to ridgebacknet.com/games, you'll see a bunch of puzzles that we made. We call them CTFs.
Net.com/games.
Well, don't go there right now.
Hang on.
After the podcast. You should go after the podcast.
Oh, yeah, I'm involved in this. Hi.
You're involved in what? The water company?
Yeah. No.
Your company.
Podcast.
Oh, a hacker successfully hacked a water company, and people would have died had an
yeah.
operator not caught the unusual behavior in the equipment when they did.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes, that's a thing. It happened.
More than once, actually.
Was that in South Dakota or I forget where it was?
Well, I think
the one that's in the news.
Florida and South Dakota and Michigan and
I think what people should recognize is that there is like a slow burning war going on through the internet right now. And what you see in the news is just the tip of the iceberg for what's going on with regard to criminal hacking. Between organized crime against people, between state actors to people, it's a wild.
Speaking of state actors, did you see the headline about how in Africa 1 out of every 2 cell phones sold are already reporting back to China?
Ooh.
I didn't delve into it, but that's not surprising.
Wow.
So Sam, why did the hard drive quit the rock band after only 1 month?
I thought we did we do this already?
Yeah.
It says we revealed the answers on 6/19, but that would have been 3 weeks ago. I can't remember that far back.
I remember us talking about this. There were like pictures and everything.
I remember now how to solve it. The numbers are base 5.
He had a hard drive.
Yeah.
Couldn't hack the tour. So we have a new CTF, did you say?
Do we?
Yes. It was presented for the first time last week.
Was it?
Yeah, I vaguely remember this.
That's a long time ago.
I don't know if we can put up on the screen or not.
There we go. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah. Right. Oh, by the way, happy 4th of July.
Yeah.
Happy Independence Day. we forgot to set off fireworks.
We were going to.
Really?
At least say.
Yeah, people around us set off fireworks and start fires.
What is at this location? The world's largest blankety blank. So here are your clues. All these letters and numbers. Okay. It's been 1 week. So here's your clue to help you along before we reveal the answer next week. What is at this location? Okay, so you have these numbers. You need to somehow make a location out of it. Okay. And we have an N and a W. Sharp-eyed problem solvers will realize we have an N, maybe that means north, and a W, that means west. That's your clue for the week.
Oh, that it's a direction?
What about people with, okay.
These look like potentially hexadecimal digits.
Nobody
Oh,
knows what that is. So if you can figure out what this puzzle is, then you send us the answer. Contact at ridgebacknet.com.
Contact at ridgebacknet.com.
And
You
we
can
may
also
or
go
may
to the
not.
website.
Oh yeah, yeah. We may or
And,
may not send you fake UPS money orders if you answer correctly.
that you can cash and send half back to us and keep half for your troubles.
Yes, we're kind like that. There's
We
a
like
Bitcoin address too you can send us money with. It doesn't
Yeah.
matter which one you use. Just use some and send money.
Just use one.
We guarantee that you can get rid of money by sending it to a Bitcoin address.
Yes.
That's what we can guarantee.
Yep.
All right. Any more comments from the crowd?
We have yes, we will definitely address more trouble in future podcasts.
Next week, how to deal with trouble.
With a capital T, and that rhymes with P, and that stands for pool.
Who should
What?
we have on as a guest? Like The Rock or
Oh wow.
Shaq?
Samuel Jackson.
Oh, that would be fun. Yeah.
That would be fun.
Who do you want, Steve?
Samuel L. Jackson would be a blast.
Copycat.
A copycat would be fun too.
Oh, okay.
That's a question for the crowd. Question for the
Oh,
audience.
yeah. For the audience, who would you want to see on a show this crazy?
Wait, what do you mean crazy?
We can learn from anyone. Or I can. I'm not going to, I guess I shouldn't talk for you guys, but show me anyone and I can learn from them. Might be a bad example, might be a good example. They might have knowledge I don't.
A computer hardware salesman.
Ooh.
And we can say, are these computers moldy yet? You have to squeeze them to see if they're ripe or not.
Squeezing the computer.
Yeah. All right. Well, I think that's our show for the week. Thanks for joining us. We actually stayed on topic for most of the time.
More or
Wait,
less.
What
Good
topic?
Cybersecurity.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And vibe
Order
crime.
from chaos.
Vibe crime.
I wish I had sunglasses.
Vibe crime.
If I had sunglasses on that I could put on and say vibe crime.
Vibe crime.
Stay safe from vibe crime.
See you next week. We're here every week, Fridays, 3 p.m. Eastern, and we have a vibe crime day.
Yeah.